Welcome back to the second part. This is how it looks now. So let me show you guys the lines of codes. Right here, these are the lines of code for that very widget that you just saw earlier on, starting from the very first one with the combo box. Okay, let's run the program again so that you see it. There we go. We have the combo box here, if you guys can still recollect. Okay, now we minimize this. Then we have the further information. Okay, and underneath is the reference number. So let's close that, and just want to show you guys the lines of code. Take it from here down here, and this is supposed to be for the data frame left. So I'm going to paste that in there. That's for data frame left. There we go. I'm going to copy that because I'm going to need it now. Have a look at the lines of codes. So I'm going to move it down. There we go. Down again so that you guys can copy it. Right there. So the next thing I want to do now, this is going to be for data frame right. For the data frame right, we're going to need what I'm going to class as prescription. So let's come down here. Prescription. Copy. But before we start that, let me show you guys something. If I run the program now, look at the way it looks. That is not good enough. We need to find a way to move this up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reduce the height of the frames. So let's come in here. See right here, data frame left and right. I'm going to change those ones to 300 each. And we'll continue with the modification as we go along anyway. There, this is how it looks, and in here we push this down anyway, but let's take care of this first. Okay, so the first thing I want to do now is, you see right in here where we have data frame left, let's add a label there. Let's say we convert it to a label, and the label will have some text value. Okay, so let's say the text value in there is something like this. Let's just copy this. So I'm going to paste that right. Let's paste it right here. Let's press enter and just paste it there. And that is the right one, so that should be the prescription. So let's copy that. You don't have to do that. I'm just doing it for my own interest. There. So now we should have a title on it. So if I run it, let's see how it's going to look like. There we go. You see that, guys? So I'm going to repeat the same thing for this very one. So I will call that data or patient's information. So let's come right down here. I'm going to copy all of these right here. That is going to be patient's information, something like that. Let's see something we can copy. Okay, we'll just say patient's information. Take it right down, and this will become patient's information. Right, and this should be a label as well. Okay, let's run this and see how that will look like. Alright, that is not too bad. Good. So now here we need what I'm going to refer to as I'm going to refer to that as txt prescription. So in there we have txt prescription equals text, and this is going to be inside data frame right. So let's copy all of these and just change the details, paste that in there, and this becomes right. Now that's 12 for now, and it's going to be 0 and 0 here, and get rid of this there. Now let's change this name. Oh, that should be self as well. Just copy all of this. If you notice, the only changes made is this and the names, and I've also changed the columns. Now this is not required. What we need in there is going to be known as, let's get rid of this, it's going to be the variable. The variable is called prescription, so copy that. Prescription, that's one of the variables up here. There we go. Okay, let's take it down. Okay, so if I'm too fast, I'm going to take it right back up. That's the beginning of this program. Now here are the variables that I've declared. Here we have the frame. Let's break it up and just add frame there for you guys to see. Now take it down. Okay, from here to here we have all the frames that I'm using. Now come back down, and here these are the widget for the datas. The one on the left, and those are for the left, and here the data on the right. So let's run it and see how it's going to look like. First of all, we have to save it first and see. Okay, we have an error. Let's see what have we done wrong. Text is not defined. Let's see the text. What text are we talking about? Okay, it's talking about this very letter there. That's what's supposed to be uppercase, and I shouldn't have added my variable there. Okay, I'm going to run it, but it's going to give me a default size. I also need to change the size, so let's run it and you see how it's going to look like. This is how it looks right now, but I don't want it that way. So let me come in here and just add the width and the height. Width, let's make that about, let's set it for 100 for now, and the height. The height, I'm going to make that about 12, and let's run it and see how it's going to look like. Then I can then speed up the whole process of the modification. This is how it looks. The width is still a bit too large, so I'm going to reduce that to about maybe 70. Run it one more time. Okay, I'll find a way to get it right, and I'll show it to you guys, the size that I've set it for. Okay guys, this is the width that I finally set it for, and the height, and that is how it looks. So if I come in here, just run it and let's see. There, that's how it looks like. Okay, in here I'm going to need another one. So that is going to be for the hospital record system. So in there, what is the name? We need name of that very one. Okay, that frame is called frame details, this very one there. So I'm going to copy this one that we've just worked on. Okay, copy all of this, come right down here, paste. That is called frame details. Let's verify it again. Yeah, frame detail. And change this to frame detail, and all of this stays right in there. In the case of frame detail, we need to increase the size of this. Let's say about 80. We can always modify, and I'm gonna make this about maybe 4 for now. And this is meant to be, I'm going to change the name of this one to txt frame details, so that I don't get it, I don't mix it up. Right, and let's run it and see how that is going to look like. For now, we may have to do something with the width. Okay, like I said, the width need to be taken care of. Okay, so I'm going to go for about 120. Then if that's not good enough, then I will just do it and get back to you guys. Okay, let me just make it 140 and I'll get back to you guys shortly. Okay, I made it 141, and that is how it looks like. That's how the codes look like. So let's run it and you see how the widget itself look like. This is how it looks. Now in here, I'm going to create some buttons here. So let's come in there. The name of that frame is called, first of all, let's copy this. Then we're going to create our, okay, this would be for buttons. Let's copy buttons, something button, yeah, button frame. And right there, that'll be my button frame. And here, the very first button, let's say self dot btn. What shall we call the very first button? Maybe prescription. So that will be btn prescription. Paste that there, and equals a button that is inside the frame, button frame there. And let's say comma, the text value on it equals prescription. Instead of typing, I'm going to copy it, paste it there, and comma. We can always change this, copy paste. That might be too much. Let's make it maybe 9, and I'm going to close this for now, then modify it later on. Let's round it up and see how the very first button is going to look like. So that's going to be dot grep equals row 0 column equals 0 there. So let's run this very first button and see. Run the program. There we go. Okay, so that's my very first button. I'm now going to add more buttons and then give it a name. So copy this and just change the names of the button around. Okay, come right down here. I think I have about, I'll be 1, 2, 3 and 4. If I don't need up to 5 buttons, then I'm going to have to do something about it. Okay, so let's increase the size of these to 15. Say Okay, that's looking good. So I'm going to speed up the whole process of these buttons and get back to you guys. Okay guys, these are the lines of code for the buttons. Okay, a lot of modification has taken place on the button, so I'm going to run it and you see how it all looks like now. That's how it looks like. Right, not too bad. So what is left for us to do? Oh, look at this. What is left for us to do now is to start work with the functions. Let's come in here and correct that first. That's supposed to be exit. Right, talking of exit, I might as well take care of the function for exit then. So let's come up here and right underneath my variables, here I have the variables. I'm going to declare a function for exit. So paste that in there, just copy that, and in here this will become function declaration. Alright, so the very first function is going to be exit. So we said function, define function, and that's going to be iExit, enter parentheses and colon, and that's going to be iExit equals tk inner dot. If you wait for a while, we get the message, the info text, that message box. Let's double click and dot. That will be ask yes or no. Let's see this very one, ask yes no. Okay, right in there, that is going to be, let's define the name, say comma, another one, and close it. The name of the project is Hospital Management System. Copying that and I'll paste it right in here. So that will be displayed on the title bar of the message box, and here it's just going to be confirm if you want to exit there. And now let's use an if statement to verify the option made. If iExit is greater than 0, then root is the name of my application, dot destroy there, enter colon and let it return. That is the exit taken care of. I'm just going to copy this and add a command for the exit. So let's go right down to the button that is called exit right here, btn exit. Oh, they have no name, that's wrong. Okay, it's just copied anyway, so let's say btn exit, btn exit. So in there I'm now going to enter a command, comma, and just say command equals exit, iExit. These are the ones I'm going to change the names as well so that I don't get it mixed up. That is reset. Okay, each of the button now have their own correct name. Okay, so the next one I'm going to take care of, let me just copy this. Prescription, let's come in here, comma, paste that in there. That's going to be for prescription. Say iPrescription. That is going to be the name of that. That'll be the name for this very for the very function in there. So I'm going to copy this. iPrescription have a function called iPrescription, then this one is going to be known as iReceipt. So paste that there. Then one more. So this is going to be iDelete. Delete. Paste. Then finally iReceipt here. iReceipt. There. So I will now create all of those functions. Okay, so up there is going to be function this, iReceipt there. So let's create the other functions and I'll get back to you guys shortly. Okay, all of the functions are created now, but there's nothing in these ones. Before we proceed, let's try out the very first function that we created, which is right inside exit here. Okay, I've called all of those functions as well inside the button. So let's go back here, run the program and try out the exit. Now click on exit there. Okay, no, we do not want to exit. Yes, we want to exit. Now take care of another very easy one, that is going to be reset. Just these two, let's take care of those two, reset and delete. It's going to be the same anyway. So I'm going to copy all of these, all the content in here, and I will now come here, reset, paste that in there, get it indented and change things around, format, indent it. This very first one, that is going to be, let's say dot delete, and that is going to be 1.0 and there comma end. So that's the very first one. Then this one, this is going to be dot set equals there. Just copy this and repeat the same thing for the others. There we go. And let's speed that up and I'll get back to you guys shortly. Okay, all done guys, but there's something. You see this very one that is wrong. It's supposed to be for this very one here, because that is a text widget, and this one I'm going to have to convert the current to 0. So right here, if you guys remember, current equals 0. Copy that, just come in here and change that to 0 because that's a combo box there. So I'm going to copy this as well and just use it for my delete. There might be one or two modifications. Paste that in there, indent this there. Okay, we have 2, 3 functions now in place apart from 1 and 2. So run the program and let's see how those ones are going to work. We have double case, double. Okay, undo that, get rid of this, and there might be one here as well. Here, there. So let's select something here and just enter whatever we want here. Okay, reset. The reset is not working. Let's say delete is not working, and let's find out why. Okay, I'll do it just once so that I can get whatever the error might be. Run it again. Reset. Good. Alright, I have this here. Okay, I think I found the error, so let me show it to you guys. You see right here I have a string variable in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back in here. I should change that officially to that and repeat the same thing here. This is going to give me an error as well because it is a text widget, and let's come here, and this is a text widget as well. Right, now what is the name of the other one? This is the one I've just taken care of. Now I need to take care of this, so let's copy this. It's going to be self, really. Copy and come right here. This was meant to be self. Yeah, press this here and copy all of this, paste that there. I'm going to now copy this and paste it inside the reset. Okay, now I need the name of the combo box. Let's get the combo box out. There we go. Copy this and let's paste it here and repeat the same thing here. If you're wondering why do I have function doing the same thing, there's going to be some modification to one of the functions. Okay, so there we go guys. So let's run this program and see how it's going to look like for now. Alright, so select any medication and just enter whatever you want in here. Okay, decision time, so let's try them out. There we go, they works as we want. Okay, let's try out the second one. Select anything here and click on delete. Okay, this is now working for delete. Alright, let's come exit. Let's see what we have not done in delete. It's not defined. Okay, let's go back inside delete. I'm just gonna copy everything in here and back in here. Oh, it's supposed to be self there, so that should work now for delete. Let's see. There we go, so everything is working now. Alright, that's good. So guys, with that I'm going to call it the end of the second part of this tutorial, and I'll see you guys shortly.